The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Ahead at 9, rats running rampant, broken appliances, security concerns, not what you'd expect living in a luxury high-rise. Tenants, though, say it all boils down to building management. And after a crucial vote tonight, they could finally get some relief.
And weather-wise, we have severe weather that is rolling across the DMV with severe thunderstorm watch extended for another hour or so. We'll check out the latest coming up.
And that's not all. More extreme weather is headed our way when that brutal heat wave hits our area and how you can prepare now.
And a father-to-be survives after a hit-and-run lands him in the hospital. Tonight, he's awake and talking about his miracle recovery.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. Your top stories in just moments. First, though, a severe thunderstorm watch and flash flood watch in effect right now. Now, all three of our area's major airports just had ground stops lifted due to those thunderstorms. Our chief meteorologist, Janessa Webb, joining us now.
Yeah, and Janessa, what are the biggest threats here?
We have flooding rain. You just have so much moisture that is in the atmosphere. It's allowing these storms to really get going. Just in the last 2 hours, it has started in western Maryland, and then the polygons have just been all over the place with these severe thunderstorm warnings. No rotation is involved with these storms, so a tornado threat is very low for the next hour. Remember, severe thunderstorm watch in place until 10 o'clock, along with that flash flood watch as well. So here's your current live radar. All this yellow that you're seeing, that's where the severe thunderstorm watch lies. I do want to go right down to this severe thunderstorm warning that has been in place for the last 45 minutes. I've been watching it travel out of Prince George's County to Charles County, and there's a large amount of hail that is associated with it. And there's a little bit of a notch. I've been noticing damaging winds up to about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So not seeing any trees or power outages across the area. So the primary threat for the next couple of minutes here, that's going to last until 9:15. So 13 minutes for St. Mary's County and Charles County is going to be the torrential rain. So this yellow that you are seeing definitely is pockets of moderate to torrential rain. We've seen about 1/10 of an inch fall just in the last 25 minutes. So it's overload on your drainage system. This kind of purplish color that you're seeing just outside of St. Charles, exiting the southern half of Prince George's County, is hail, a good hail core with pea-sized hail making its way across that region. All these storms, they are traveling towards the south and east. So as I said, this has been extended with that watch. It's all due to the warm air that continues to be in place and just that slight disturbance. I promise you, after the next hour or so, we're going to start to see high pressure work its way in from the south. And then it's all eyes on another round of storms going into your Thursday. But on top of that, the extreme heat. I'm expecting heat warnings and watches to go into place here in the next 24 hours. I'll have your extended forecast with a full breakdown coming up.
All right, Janessa, and with those temperatures expected to soar later this week, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is activating a heat emergency that'll start tomorrow as temperatures climb through Sunday. She's warning people stay inside and stay cool. Our Mariel Carbone spoke to people preparing for the extreme heat. She has more from the Georgetown waterfront.
From the boat to the bike or bench, the heat is top of mind for many in D.C., and it's only going to get hotter.
I mean, if we go outside, I always tell my wife to always pack like a bottle of water.
Salman Ahmed says he's already cranking the air conditioning ahead of this week's extreme heat.
I already put it down in my room to like 67.
Tuesday, Mayor Muriel Bowser activated a hot weather emergency in effect Wednesday through Sunday, when heat indexes could near 110 degrees.
You want to maximize your ability to stay cool. You want to not overexert the power coming out of your home.
Ron Wilson with energy company Pepco says customers can take steps to do that over the coming days. To save energy, Pepco recommends bumping up your thermostat just a few degrees if you can, and that'll help keep your bill lower. To keep cooler, run appliances that create heat like the oven at night when it's cooler. And lower your blinds during the day to keep the cool air inside and the hot sun outside.
I mean, heat has already caused deaths across the country.
DC Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency is working with groups like PEPCO to make sure people have access to resources they need during the emergency. And warning.
And we really want to make sure that residents do stay indoors when possible. Check on your neighbors, right? Stay hydrated.
And while some, like Gregory Pavlin, aren't changing their plans this week,
no cancellations.
He is planning for ways he can beat the heat.
Probably the way I do every day. I go out and walk in it, but I bring extra water on me, trying to maintain my girlish figure.
And over the next several days, cooling shelters will be open all across the district, as well as low barrier shelters for people who need a place to stay. Now, if you need a ride there or you know someone else who does, you can call the shelter hotline and they'll pick you up for free. We'll get that number up for you on our website. That's dcnewsnow.com. Reporting in Georgetown, I'm Ariel Carbone, DC News Now.
Great tips there, Marielle. Thank you. And all right, roads are back open after this massive explosion, a gas line explosion on I-81 in Strasburg, Virginia. Now watch as flames fly high into the air this morning, just feet from the busy interstate. According to the Shenandoah Sheriff's Office, the fire has been contained. No injuries were reported and evacuation orders have been lifted. Hunter Sellers was driving with his 2 young daughters when he heard what sounded like a loud jet. Take a listen.
Just a typical drive, no traffic, and next you know, you just see a mushroom cloud and then flames shooting up at least 50 feet in the air.
Yeah, so like you see right there, he was able to get a close-up video of the explosion before police arrived at the scene. And fire officials say the explosion erupted on a pipeline owned by TC Energy. The pipeline has been shut down while crews investigate, and tonight, the energy company says its primary focus is on the safety of our people, communities, and protection of the environment.
Well, people who live in one southeast apartment building are fed up with its apartment management not responding to concerns. Tonight, the Advisory Neighborhood Commission in Navy Yard passed a resolution asking the district to revoke the business license of the property management company. Our Daniel Hamburg has been talking with people who live at that apartment on First at the corner of L and First Streets. And Daniel, that resolution passed unanimously tonight.
Chris, all 3 commissioners voting in favor of that resolution after many neighbors spoke up about their problems they've faced with the management company UIP. Everything from a pool that was closed by the Department of Health temporarily to homeless people sleeping in the stairwells. People living in the luxury high-rise Onyx on First say they're not getting what they're paying for.
The fire pit not working, TV's not working. Rats running around and next door to the community room.
In April, the D.C. Department of Buildings cited Onyx for several violations. DOB ordered the building to exterminate rodents, repair defective ceiling drywall and wall baseboards, and repair cracks in the wall, among other issues.
The garage door has been broken for months, and they keep saying we're going to repair the garage. Over the course of the past 2 weeks, 2 cars have been stolen from the garage. We've got residents complaining of not just flood, but flooded sewage coming out of apartments.
Carolette Sweat has been trying to form a tenants association, but says her flyers were taken down.
At least 4 to 5 times. Each time I tried to have a meeting, I had major opposition.
It's something we've seen at other UIP properties, including this one in Adams Morgan, where a woman was pepper sprayed by a manager after asking about her flyers being taken down.
They violated my rights to organize, my DC rights to organize this committee to even get here. I've been retaliated against. I've been discriminated against.
ANC Chair Edward Daniels says UIP, the property management, hasn't properly addressed concerns over building conditions and safety.
We're sitting to the Department of Consumer Protection and Licensing in D.C. to specifically ask that the business license for UIP properties be revoked or suspended until these issues are abated, and that they connect the dots to other properties where the same things are happening.
I did receive a reply from UIP. The principal of UIP said to me in a statement, quote, each incident has been handled in accordance with applicable regulation and law and in concert with appropriate DC authorities. He goes on to say, quote, we pride ourselves on professional, courteous, and reliable services to all of our clients. We're live in Navy Yard. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, so checking in now on those new fare gates at the Fort Totten Metro Station.
Yeah, the barriers are taller and stronger, designed to reduce fare evasion, but they don't seem to be working so well. When we were out there today, we watched rider after rider, you can see here, jump over or push through them anyway. We did reach out to Omada. Agency says they've made one arrest as of this evening. The plan is to have the fare gates installed at every station over the next year.
And a survivor of a hit and run speaking out tonight. This after police arrest the suspect. Now, the crash happened almost 3 weeks ago in Prince George's County. The victim is a father-to-be, and we're hearing how he's recovering tonight. Our reporter Yamari Sase is covering Prince George's County and has more on what they had to say about the importance of safer roads.
Andres Rossi says he loves to work out. On June 6, he tried to cross the Delphi Road to do just that when he was hit by a car and left in a coma for nearly 2 weeks. The soon-to-be father is alive and talking, and he tells me he's happy to be alive and he hopes the driver will be held accountable.
I never imagined this happening to me. It's hard for me, but I'm trying my best.
It was a life-changing moment for Andres Rossi and his pregnant wife, Alexis.
It should be a really happy time for us. We should be doing nothing but celebrating, and our whole lives have been seemingly like flipped upside down.
Whole life.
And it's just not fair. You know, it's not fair to him, it's not fair to me, it's not fair to our future child.
On June 6 around 7 p.m., Rossi was hit by a car while walking on the Delphi Road. He still doesn't remember what happened. He suffered several broken bones, scars, and was even in a coma for weeks.
My number one priority was just making sure he was okay.
The suspect, Sekou Doumbouya, was found and arrested after almost a month since the crash.
For me, it meant justice. Finally making somebody accountable.
Hit and runs and unsafe driving are too common in Prince George's County. The county is number 3 in the state of Maryland for the most number of vehicle crashes.
Cameras and that level of, you know, accountability or fear when you're driving, that like, okay, I need to slow down. I'm going to get, you know, there are going to be repercussions.
The couple says they're now focused on healing and, of course, bringing in their new bundle of joy.
Part of me's back, not all of me. Thank goodness I was able to wake up before he's being born. I thank God every day for it.
Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
So also tonight, an architecture firm has been selected for a new memorial on the National Mall.
Yeah, Arkansas-based Marlon Blackwell will design the new Global War on Terrorism Memorial. That memorial will honor the courage and sacrifice of the men and women who served in the nation's largest ongoing conflict. Marlon Blackwell was chosen from more than 150 architects and designers. The monument will sit near the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's expected to be completed by 2027.